Good afternoon, everyone. We are about to begin the English class. Please, everyone, start the cameras. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, all of you, for being here. This is Mr. Maurice, your English teacher for today class. Well, dear students, we're going to have two different objectives for today class. Well, one of them you already know them, all right? So today we are going to focus on the way or how can we get sentences, in this case interrogative sentences for request. Remember, we practiced that yesterday. Request, okay? Request. And for today we're going to learn about permission, okay? So request and also permissions. Okay, we have a question. It says, the link. All right, no problem. Listen very carefully. So remember, before the starting, I'll show you something, but please keep this in your mind. Request in our language means pedir, requerir, solicitar. Request, right? Remember, every time when we make a question for requesting something, don't forget use the word you, okay? For example, you can say, can you, could you, would you, will you, and the other variation that we learned yesterday. Remember, do you mind, would you mind? Remember those variations? I told you yesterday to take notes. Remember, I told you yesterday, please everyone grab a pen or pencil and take notes about the different variation in quotation marks. Remember how to make requests. So for today, the first step for today class is to remember again how to make requests. After this explanation, we continue about permission. Okay, question for permissions. Okay, so it's time to start, so please give a minute. Let me share my screen. There I go. Come on. It stopped. Please give a minute. Got problem with the file? I can't believe it. Interesting. No, this is not the correct one. Yes, this one. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Here we go. Polite request in the spoken English. Remember, as I said yesterday, we have many ways for request. Some of them they're basic ones, intermediate, but yesterday we learned how to make a good way for requesting. We have another question. Okay, sure, no problem. There you go. I'm sorry. Well, so let's do it. Let's carry on with the introduction. Okay, Mr. Garces, good afternoon. Could you please read this for me?
Yeah, good afternoon. Introduction. Is when we ask someone for are asking someone for help. It is important to be polite.
Okay, now read the examples.
We must avoid being too direct.
Mm-hmm.
Here are example of being too direct. I want help. Pass me the salt. Can you carry my bag?
Correct. Go on. Go on.
Yeah. The questions are correct English, but they are too direct. These are not police requests. They are in fact is rude. People will be upset because they will think that you are giving the order.
Okay, thank you. Stop. Okay, that's fantastic. Let me stop this for a while. As I said yesterday, please, we need to be polite, especially for people who we don't know who they are. Especially for unknown people when we're walking on the street and then we need to ask for something, right? When we need to ask for something, it's pretty important to use the correct way for request. If your question start with can you, could you, would you, or will you, that's okay. There's no problem. As I said yesterday in the class, I've told you, dear students, there's no problem. Could you, would you, when you start the question like this for request, no problem. But some people may think that it's not the correct way for request something. So be careful, okay? So we're going to learn another way for requesting something. I'm gonna share once again my screen and you will see what I'm talking about. Okay, in here we have 3 different columns. Okay, 3 columns. The first one is the way we use polite requests in spoken English. For example, could you means podrías. Column number 1. En la columna 1 tenemos pues una de las más básicas, ¿ok? Está correcto decir could you, podrías. And the column number 2, we have another way for requesting. Would you mind? Column number 2, would you mind? ¿Te importaría? Would you mind? And in the column number 3, this is a new one. Hoy vamos a aprender una nueva, okay? So take your piece of paper, pen or pencil, and please start writing the last column. Please start writing the last column. I wonder if you could. Write, please. Escriba the last column. I wonder if you could. This is very polite. Means me pregunto si podrías. I wonder if you could. Me pregunto si podrías. Is a very polite request. Okay? So, I'm going to pick up 3 different students to read the example. 3 different columns, so each column has their own example or its own examples. Alright? Please, dear students, I'll need your participation. It's pretty important. Okay. Here we go. Alexander Espinosa, could you please read the example in the column number 1 for me?
Could you? 4. Could you more basket of bear?
Okay, I want you to read. Stop. Listen. Please read. Read just the example. Could you?
Could you carry my bags?
Mm-hmm.
Could you drive my son at this?
Correct. Very good. Okay, so here we have two different examples with could you. Remember, could you means podrías. Okay, that's correct. Remember, it's correct if you just say with could you. Correctísimo, no hay problema. Okay, si su request o su petición comienza con could you, there's no problem. The point here is that we can use another ways for requesting. Nice. Okay, now let's read for the column number 2. Would you mind? Would you mind? ¿Te importaría? Let's read. Sida Murillo, good afternoon. Could you please read the two examples? Mm-hmm.
Or will you for order? Example, would you mind feed me?
Mm-hmm.
Would you mind that my photograph?
Thank you. So this is another way for requesting, right? Would you mind means te importaría. Something quite important to pin is the verb. We must add the suffix ing, right? After would you mind, we use ing. Would you mind helping me? ¿Te importaría ayudarme? Would you mind helping me? Okay. Después de esta estructura o de utilizar estas palabras, would you mind, que significa te importaría, el verbo que vamos a utilizar, recordemos añadirle el sufijo ing a este. ¿Ok? Es simple regla. No vamos a traducir como presente progresivo. Ahí no dice ayudando o ayudándome. No. Es simplemente la regla de las palabras mind. ¿Ok? Si lo traducimos, ahí dice simplemente ¿te importaría ayudarme? Nada más. No es ayudándome. Tenga cuidado con eso, ¿ok? Would you mind helping me? In the same way, the example number 2. Would you mind taking my photograph? Okay? So be careful. We need to add the suffix ing to the base form of the verb. Okay. And now let's move to the last column. Okay? I wonder if you could. Me pregunto si podrías, ¿ok? Esto es una forma pues muy educadita, muy educada, ¿verdad? Casi nadie la utilizamos, me incluyo, pero podemos pues aprenderla y utilizarla en nuestro propio idioma. Me pregunto, I wonder, ¿ok? Es una petición con mucho poder, ¿ok? I wonder if you could. Me pregunto si podrías, alright? So let's read the examples. Kimberly Pinella, good afternoon. Could you please read the two examples?
I wonder. Go.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder. Go. Me so.
Advice. Okay, advice, no problem, okay? So as you can see, we have the three different sentences. Okay? The column number 2 and the column number 3, they are pretty similar, very alike. As you can see, so would you mind helping me? And I wonder if you could help me. Or in the number 2, would you mind taking my photograph? Or I wonder if you could give me some advice, okay? Both of them for me, they're very, very polite way. Okay. Let's practice with this part of the word could you. Okay? Okay, let's read this part. Polite requests in written English. Melanie Mendez, good afternoon. Could you please read this for me?
Here is a Google Spread for my evening and literature.
Mm-hmm.
For I will be grateful in your full pay for software. Example and will be grateful in call me you please.
Okay, thank you. So once again, dear student, listen very carefully. Please take your pen or pencil and write, please. This is another way for request. I would be grateful if you could. I know it's pretty long, but it's very powerful sentence. Okay? So take notes, please. I repeat. I would be grateful if you could. Quedaría o estaría muy agradecida si usted podría. ¿Ok? Es una petición con mucho poder, también como la anterior, y es muy formal. Quizás también utilizada para la forma escrita. ¿Ok? Tome apunte por favor una vez más. I would be grateful if you could. Estaría agradecido si podría. ¿Ok? It's very powerful. Okay? There we go. So, you tell me any question, please, about requests. Question, please. Hello? Anyone? Any question? No? Okay. No problem. So let's continue. Give a minute, please. Let me stop this. Please give a minute. Let me share my screen again. Good. Okay, so we are going to practice requests once again, and we're going to study word by word. Okay, so this is the presentation. Okay, so all are actually the words that we use for requests. These ones: can, could, may, would, will, or even the word shall. Okay, so let's study word by word how to ask for requests. So we have can and could. You're gonna pick up one student. Let me see. Jennifer Vera, could you please read can form for me? Please read the first part. Can. Use an example. Yeah, read. I just want you to read.
Example, can you help me? Can I have another chocolate? Respuesta. Yes, you can use my lap No, you can fix my lap.
Mm-hmm.
Can I help you fix your bag?
Okay. That's it? Okay. Jesus. Thank you. Miss Elizabeth, please read the other word. Could.
May. To ask for or give permission.
No, Elizabeth, listen please.
May I?
Could. No may. Could.
I
Mm-hmm.
would to ask somebody to do something, ask for permission. Would you call me a taxi?
Mm-hmm.
Would I come to work a little later? Do you think I could borrow your phone?
Correct. Thank you. Good. Let's move on to the other part. May. Ginger Sanchez, good afternoon. Could you please read the next line? May.
May to ask for or give permission. Politics. May I speak to you for a second? Yes, you might use my laptop. No, you might not use my laptop.
Thank you. Good. So this is the other word. Okay. So far we have can, could, and may. Recordemos que al poner al inicio cada una de estas palabras, pues vamos a formar una pregunta. Pero esta vez nos enfocamos a request, peticiones, ¿ok? Que podemos hacerla con can, could, and may. Recordemos que estas preguntas que usted ve a su lado derecho en la última columna, pues son preguntas regulares. Pero podemos mejorarlas con las estructuras que vimos el día de ayer, ¿ok? Me preguntaba si me harías el favor de... Espero que hayan anotado eso el día de ayer porque vamos a hacer una actividad calificada de eso. Mientras pues seguimos estudiando la forma regular, ¿ok? La forma regular con can, could, and may. So, let's see another one. Here we have more option. The other option is gonna be would you like? Would you like? ¿Te gustaría? Would you like? Kimberly Pinella, please read this line for me.
Would you like to my and for an invitation? Would you like another chocolate? Would you like to go out?
Tiene el micrófono
Richard tiene
apagado,
el
Miss.
micrófono apagado.
Okay, I'm sorry. So this line is basically with would you like means te gustaría. Como observamos en la segunda columna, pues esto también nos va a ayudar para ofrecer algo o para hacer una invitación. Ofrecemos algo o invitamos con algo. Te gustaría. Observe por favor el ejemplo. ¿Te gustaría otro chocolate? Would you like another chocolate? ¿Te gustaría salir? Would you like to go out? Okay, this is an offer or an invitation. Okay, let's continue. The word will. Linda Moncada, please help me with will.
We will ask somebody sometime. Peter, did you come here for a minute?
Thank you. Excellent. Okay. Aun cuando la palabra will, los que estuvieron conmigo en los módulos previos y los demás, que estoy seguro que también lo vieron, will es un modal para determinar futuro. A pesar de eso, will también lo utilizamos para request. ¿Ok? Request. Mira la pregunta. Peter, would you come here for a minute? Peter, ¿vendrías aquí por un minuto? Es un request. A pesar que will utilizamos para future, pero will también es request. Okay? So let's move on the next line. Priscilla Rubio, please read the next line for me.
Good. To have somebody to do something very polite.
Good.
Will you carry my bag for me, please?
Thank you. So the word would is another way for requesting. I wanted to focus on the example, the last column. Would you carry my bags for me, please? ¿Cargarías mis fundas, okay? O las bolsas por mí, por favor? Would you carry my bags? Is a request. And the last one. This is new, okay? Esto es nuevo. Vamos apuntando lo último, por favor. This is new. Okay, let me see another student who can help me out here. Okay. Orly Solorzano, please help me with the last line for me. Thank you.
Charlie, too often, too long, sometime. Charlie, answer the phone for you.
Yes, thank you. So basically the last one is to offer. Okay. Básicamente esto es como para ofrecer ayuda a alguien. For example, the example we have here is shall I answer the phone for you? Contesto el teléfono. Ok. Es como una petición o estás ofreciendo algo. Comúnmente esto se hace, lo he escuchado muchísimo cuando están en una fiesta en inglés y es como en nuestro idioma que te dicen comúnmente el hombre a la chica o viceversa. Y te tiende la mano y te dice, ¿bailamos? Aun cuando no la conoces o no lo conoces, dice, ¿bailamos? ¿Ok? Ahí utilizamos este último que acabaron de ver, ¿ok? Shall we dance? ¿Ok? For example, let me share my screen again. Let me write, because it probably is misunderstood. Okay. Let me use a new one. Okay. Please, let me share my screen. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Okay, there you go. Okay. Esto es comúnmente cuando no es invitación, es ofreces hacer algo por alguien. En este caso es bailar. Esto es al inicio en forma de pregunta. ¿Bailamos? Okay. Muy común en inglés esto. Okay. It's a question, but it's an offer. Good. Okay. Time to practice. Time to practice. Please give a minute.
Can I get you something to drink? Yes, please. A coffee would be nice. How would you like your coffee? White, please.
Okay, so let's do the next activity. In this activity is a conversation, and I want you to listen very carefully to the audio track. It's an audio track, and I want you to listen carefully and then you have to complete by listening what is the correct option. Okay? First listen and then you complete it. Please give a minute, let me share again. Ok, primero quiero que escuche, va a escuchar 2 veces y a la tercera vamos, ok. Escuche e intente recordar las modificaciones que le hemos hecho o que ustedes han aprendido, perdón, para el request. Listen please, listen.
Can I get you something to drink? Yes, please. A coffee will be nice. How do you like your coffee? White, please. Do you take sugar? Just one. Here you are. Would you like to eat lunch now? No, thanks. I'm alright. I ate on the plane. But could I just try one of those biscuits over there? They look very tasty.
Yes, of course. Help yourself.
Thank you. Oh, before I forget, could I check my email from your computer? I'm expecting an important message.
I'm afraid the internet isn't working at the moment.
Okay, I'll just make a quick...
Okay, well, at the beginning it will be a little bit difficult, but give yourself time. Let's listen it again.
Can I get you something to drink?
Yes, please. A coffee will be nice.
How do you like your coffee?
White, please.
Do you take sugar?
Just one.
Here you are. Would you like to eat lunch now?
No, thanks. I'm alright. I ate on the plane. But could I just try one of those biscuits over there? They look very tasty.
Yes, of course. Help yourself.
Thank you. Oh, before I forget, could I check my email from your computer? I'm expecting an important message.
I'm afraid the internet isn't working at the moment.
Okay, I'll just make a quick phone call if that's alright.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so listen please. This is my the correct answers, and I want you once again take your pen and a piece of paper and write the 4 lines, please. Everyone start writing the 4 lines. You have 20 seconds, please. Write. I want you to write. Okay, so it's time to practice again with the previous activity. These are the answers, okay? These are the answers for the previous activity, okay? So let's read one by one and let's analyze. Ginger Sanchez, could you read the number 1 for me?
Can I have wool big?
Thank you. David Dueñas, please. Number 2.
Would you like to eat? Alright.
Good. Jennifer Montoya, please. Number 3.
So my English
Okay. Adon Suarez, please help me with the number 4. Adon Suarez, are you there? Please help me with the number 4. No, Adon is not here.
Hola, mister.
Adon, please help me with the number 4.
Es que tengo dañado el micrófono del audífono, ya le leo.
Okay, go ahead.
My email for I expecting and important myself.
Adon, listen, it's the number 4, el 4, por favor.
Call I check my email for your computer. I expecting an important message.
Okay, stop. Thank you. Well, this is a little bit weird, but no problem. Let's go back to the previous activity. Okay, let's go back to the previous activity. Jesus. Okay. And let's complete it, okay? I want you to complete it with the previous activity, okay? Let me share once again my screen and you complete it. Okay, there you are. Now, you already have the answer. I want you to complete the conversation. For this activity, you will have 1 minute, okay? Listen and complete. You already have the answers, all right? You already have the answers. Listen. Okay, give a minute. Okay, now everyone listen please and complete.
Can I get you something to drink?
Yes, please. A coffee would be nice.
How do you like your coffee?
White, please.
Do you take sugar?
Just one.
Here you are. Would you like to eat lunch now?
No, thanks. I'm alright. I ate on the plane. But could I just try one of those biscuits over there? They look very tasty.
Yes, of course. Help yourself.
Thank you. Oh, before I forget, could I check my email from your computer? I'm expecting an important message.
I'm afraid the internet isn't working at the moment.
Okay, I'll just make a quick phone call if that's alright.
Sure, go ahead.
Once again, listen and complete. You already have the answer. Listen and complete.
Can I get you something to drink?
Yes, please. A coffee would be nice.
How do you like your coffee?
White, please.
Do you take sugar?
Just one.
Here you are. Would you like to eat lunch now?
No, thanks. I'm alright. I ate on the plane. But could I just try one of those biscuits over there? They look very tasty.
Yes, of course. Help yourself.
Thank you. Oh, before I forget, could I check my email from your computer? I'm expecting an important message.
I'm afraid the internet isn't working at the moment.
Okay, I'll just make a quick phone call if that's alright.
Sure, go ahead.
Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Okay, a volunteer for the number one. Ah, I'm sorry. We got a mistake here. Jesus. Okay, please, a volunteer for the number one. Okay, so we start with Elizabeth, Linda, and Alexander. Okay, Elizabeth, number one.
Can I get you something to drink?
Mm-hmm.
Please, approve will be nice.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so give a minute. Okay, let's use this. Okay, in the first part, when you say, can I get you? Okay, can I get you? And the other one is would be. Okay, Elizabeth, can I get you something to drink? What do you think is actually a request or an offer? Can I get you something to drink? What do you think, Elizabeth? Is a request or an offer?
Offer.
Yes, very good. It's an offer because it has the word I. Can I get you? Can I get you, please? Is the way when we offer something, right? Can I get you something to drink? Te traigo algo para beber o de beber. Can I? Estoy ofreciendo algo, okay? Can I get you something to drink? Yes, please. A coffee would be nice. Entonces la respuesta del otro es café sería fantástico. Excellent, Elizabeth. Okay, we have another volunteer. I think it was... Where are the volunteers? Jesus. For the number 2, come on. Volunteer for the number 2. Okay, Alexander, thank you. Please. Yeah, the number 2, please.
Would you like to eat lunch now?
Mm-hmm.
No, thanks. I'm alright.
Yes, very good. Excellent. Okay, so I'm sorry, Jesus. So in this part in here is would you like? I'm sorry. Would you like, remember, it's te gustaría. Would you like? So, Alexander, what do you think is this question? Is a request or is an offer?
Offer.
Are you sure? Is a request, yes. Es una petición, te están pidiendo, te está diciendo, ¿te gustaría comer ahora? O te gustaría, perdón, almorzar ahora. Te está diciendo, okay? So, depending the other person says, yes, thank you, or yes, it would be nice, or you say, no, thanks, I'm alright. But the second one is a request. Recordemos que comúnmente, Alexander, las peticiones va a estar incluido esto de aquí. Okay, lo que es you. Would you like? Okay, will you? Could you? Can you? Will you? So every time when you see the word you, so is a request. Okay, so let's move on to the number 3. A volunteer for the number 3? No one? Okay, no volunteer for the number 3. I can't believe it. Oh, we have a volunteer. That's fantastic. Okay, Elizabeth, thank you. Could you please help me with the number 3? Complete it.
Would I just one of
Thank you.
those biscuits there? They very fast. Yes, of course. Help yourself.
Correct. Okay, Elizabeth, what do you think with the number 3? Could I just try one of those biscuits over there? You think it's an offer or is a request?
Offer.
Offer. Okay, even though it has the word I, this is a little bit tricky. Okay, yes, in this case is a request, aun cuando tiene el pronombre yo. Ok, aquí la intención de la persona es que pregunta, ¿podría, ok, tomar una de esas galletas que están ahí? Could I just try one of those biscuits over there? They look very tasty. And the other person says, yes, of course, help yourself. Ok, esta expresión de help yourself es sírvete tú mismo, ok? Sírvete, ok? Literalmente dice ayúdate tú mismo, ok? Pero es sírvete, help yourself. Ok, I'm gonna pick up another students. Linda Moncada.
Yes.
Please help me the number 4. Okay, no problem, Linda. Thank you. Linda, so once again, this question is a request or is an offer? Could you repeat again? I can barely hear you. Yes, okay, the number 4 is another request. Even though it says I, and that show you why it's a little bit tricky to understand between request and offer. Yeah, thank you. Oh, the other one is I'm afraid. Okay, I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. I'm afraid. Period. Okay, even though it might be a little bit tricky to understand when something is request or is an offer. Request and offer. I didn't say permission. Okay, aquí no hemos trabajado permission. No se confundan, el día de ayer yo sí les dije que vamos a ver hoy permission, ok, and offer o invitation que le dicen también, offer o invitation, pero ayer les dije o les avanzamos con algo que era permission y les di ciertas pistas que cuando utilizamos request es que estaba incluido you, ok, y cuando era permission estaba incluido yo, que es el pronombre I. Can you y can I. Ok, could you, podrías, o could I, podría. Alright? That's basically the difference. Now, time to practice.
Mister, ¿podría volver a poner la imagen de que le voy a hacer el estudio?
Yes, no problem. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. No problem. Okay, so give me a minute. Let's do the first activity. Please give me a minute. Don't go. Let me share my screen. Ok, para la siguiente actividad, esta de aquí van a trabajar en par. Yo quiero que el request que vayan a hacer, todas van a hacer request. Ok. El request que van a hacer los quiero con lo que estudiamos el día de ayer. El ¿te importaría? Me pregunto si. Okay, this word with do you mind, would you mind, it is possible for you to. Okay, this kinds of word. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 different, okay? Oh, I'm sorry, this is not activity. I'm sorry. No, this is not activity. It's this one. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. It's a different activity. Let me see. Requests. No, this is new. Should be this one. Okay, this one. I'm sorry, this one. Okay, as I said, you are going to work in pairs. Okay, this is a graded activity. Let me share again. Nice. Okay. As I said, or as you can see, this is an activity for using just the structure could you. Okay. Aquí pues la actividad te dice que utilices solo el could you, pero yo no quiero que solamente sea could you porque sería muy sencillo y eso no estamos nosotros aprendiendo. Yo necesito que de lo que se aprendió el día de ayer, de cómo pedir request de una manera muy formal, de una manera muy académica, ¿ok? Por ejemplo, aquí ustedes van a tener 10 ejercicios. Le toca a 5 cada uno de ustedes. Van a trabajar en par. Entonces usted va a formular un request, ¿ok? Para cada uno de estos ejercicios. Por ejemplo, el primero dice I'm going to Starbucks. Ok, aquí no hay Starbucks. Vamos cambiándole. Ya, vamos a ponerle California Bakery. Ok. Entonces, alguien dice, me voy a la pastelería California. Usted escuchó eso y le hace una petición. ¿Te importaría si? Do you mind? O would you mind? O it is possible for you to. Ok. y hacen el request. Si alguien va a la pastelería o a la panadería California, ¿qué pediría usted? Pero con un request muy académico de lo que vimos el día de ayer y usted escribió. Lo mismo sucede aquí. I'm going to the library. Voy a la biblioteca. Haga el request pertinente de lo que usted podría pedir si alguien va a una biblioteca. Necesito un request académico. Trate de no escribir can you, could you, would you. No, I need the other expressions. This one, I'm going to our English class. 4. I'm going to the kitchen. I'm going to London. I'm going to vegetable market. I'm going to McDonald's. I'm going to the post office. I'm going to a pet shop. And I'm going home. So there are 10 different exercises and I need you to make 10 different requests. Okay? 10 different requests. For this activity, dear students, you will have 16 minutes. Recordemos que es una actividad calificada. Ok, esto de los requests. Necesito que usted me aplique esto que vimos el día de ayer. De pronto se han olvidado. Dejamos acuerdo rapidito. Ok, should be one of this. I think it's this one. No. This? No. Come on. Please give a minute. Oh, this one. Ok, esto es lo que vimos el día de ayer. Lo que era la segunda columna, recordemos. Ok, give a minute. Should be over here. Finally, the request. Ok, estos son los requests comunes, ok. Yo no quiero ninguno de estos que están aquí. Nada de could you, de podrías, can you, puedes, would you o will you. No quiero nada de esto. Yo necesito uno de los que usted está viendo en este momento de su lado derecho. Would you do me a favor and? Do you mind? Or would you mind? Could you do me a favor and? Would you help me by? Or could you help me by? Would it possible for you to? Or it is possible for you to? Yo quiero estos requests. Estos. Para esos ejercicios. Alright? Remember, you will have 16 minutes. 10 exercises. 5 and 5. You're gonna work in pair. Nice. So please give a minute. I'm gonna share the activity.
Mister tiene apagado el micrófono.
I'm sorry. Okay, that is the link. Please, everyone, click on the link and get the file, please. They are 16 students. Descargue por favor la actividad, está en Word para que pueda ser modificado. Si no tiene cómo modificarlo, pues lo hacemos como si estuviéramos en presencial. Con bonita letra, por favor. Si es que no tiene cómo editarlo, lo hacemos como si estuviéramos presencial. ¿Ok? Perfecto. Vamos a crear los grupos. Va a haber 8 grupos de 2 estudiantes. ¿Ok? 16 minutes. ¿Ok? 16 minutes. Ready? Here we go. Ingrese, por favor.
Mister, ¿me puedo ingresar a un grupo? Es que me sacó en atención y recién pude ingresar.
¿Qué grupo estaba, Miss Murillo?
No, no sé, porque antes me sacó y no.
Todos están en pareja, todos son dos, dos, dos. Pero bueno, voy a enviarle al grupo 8. Very nice. Please give me a minute. Okay, very good, dear students. I hope you like the activity. I'm pretty sure you practice a lot about the request. Now it's time to practice permissions. Permissions, okay? It's pretty easy to understand this word because even the spelling and the pronunciation of this word pretty similar to our word in Spanish, right? Permisos. Permissions in English. Pretty similar, right? So we're going to learn how to make questions for permissions. Remember, there are 3 different ways that we are going to learn through this week. Okay, the number 1 is going to be request, permission, and offer or invitations. Okay, so now we're going to focus on permissions. So please let me share my screen and I'll show you. Okay, something quite important. Remember guys, yesterday I told you to focus on one single word for request and also for permission. For request, we commonly use the word you. Would you mind? Do you mind? It is possible for you to, and so on. Now, this is permission. When we work with permission, we must include the word I. Can I? May I? Might I? Could I? Will I? And so on, right? So basically, this is the way to see the difference between request and permission. Now, we have 2 sentences, very similar. Well, the only difference is the word can and may. As I said yesterday, we call this modal verb. Every time we use a modal verb can be rude or also polite. You see this word here? Rude significa como descortés, grosero. You are a rude person. Okay? And then we have the word polite. Polite pues significa amable, cortés. Entonces tenemos estas 2 vertientes, tanto para el request, que lo aprendimos, que un request puede ser quizás muy directo y puede sonar un poco grosero, pero lo podemos suavizar siendo polite. De la misma forma, hoy vamos a aprender for permission, rude or polite. Okay, here we go. Mr. Alexander Espinosa, could you please read this for me?
A modal verb is also now has a helping verb. It gives additional information about the main verb that follows it.
Thank you. Okay, so let's see this example. They can go out. As you can see, can is the modal verb. Remember, for those students who practiced with me or studied with me in the previous courses, we learned that we use can for the ability. We show for this for the ability, but remember today we're learning for permission. Can, permission. In other words, this is the structure. Modal verb, can in this case, plus subject. Subject es el sujeto y el verbo en su forma base, como por ejemplo, can I speak English? Aquí can, como usted observa, esta pregunta pues no es una pregunta de permission. Esto es una pregunta de habilidad, pero la estructura es muy parecida. Can I speak English? You see? Now, let's see the modal verbs of permissions. Number 1, may. Ginger Sanchez, could you please read this for me?
I have another bag.
Hello? Could you please read again? No? Ginger? Okay, no problem. I think you get problem with your microphone, Ginger. Please try to fix the microphone for the next class, because this is no accurate participation. Okay, Elizabeth, thank you. Read this for me.
May is a polite and formal word used for permission. May I use a calculator on the test? May I have another piece of cake?
Thank you. So the word may here, esta palabra may se la traduciría como podría. May I es podría. Es muy cortés como usted lo escucha. May I podría utilizar o podría usar o utilizar. May I use the calculator on the test? Or the second one, may I have another piece of cake? Okay, so it's very polite for permissions. Okay, this is the word of the model number 1. Let's see the other one. Priscilla Rubio, could you please read this for me?
Call. Call is also used to ask for permission. It is polite but less formal than may. Call I ha some more use. Call I bring a friend to the party.
Okay, very good. Well, the word could is also translated in our language for podría. Aquí could I también se traduce por podría. Tienen la misma traducción en nuestro idioma, pero sí hay un gran impacto en inglés entre may y could. Could, a pesar que tienen el mismo significado, la misma traducción, could es también la forma correcta o formal, perdón, cortés, pero es menos formal que may. ¿Ok? May es para solicitar permiso de manera más formal. Could es lo mismo, ¿ok? Could también lo utilizamos para ser respetuoso, pero es menos formal que may. Danny Castro, please read this for me. Danny, can you hear me?
Can is the last formal of the modal verbs, uses to and precision. Can you play music? Can you wear shorts?
Thank you. Now, can es la forma más común, la regular, que se utiliza muchísimo en familias. Es la palabra, entre comillas, coloquial para cuando referimos a permissions. ¿Ok? Permission es la más utilizada, pero a su vez es la menos formal. Can I play music? ¿Puedo tocar música? O can I wear shorts? ¿Puedo ponerme shorts? ¿Ok? O vestir shorts. Can, ¿ok? Es la menos formal hasta ahora vista. Recuerda que tenemos 3. May, could, and this one. Can, for permission. Let's continue. Jennifer Vera, could you please read this for me?
As the same meeting as my when working, required is me equal to say. Call, I open the window, or might open the window.
Okay, thank you very much. As I said earlier, both words could and may has the same meaning in our language, okay? Could, may, podría. Both have the same meaning in our language, in Spanish. But remember, in English, the two words has a big difference because may is very formal, even though it has the same meaning, as I said. But may is very formal. Could is also polite, but it's not as formal as may. As you can see, you would say, could I open the windows, or may I open the windows? You see, there's no difference in when it comes to translate two sentences. But in English, yes, we use may because it's very formal way for permission, very formal. But we can also use could, but it's no formal. It's very respectful, very polite, but may is formal. Mr. Garces, could you please read this for me?
Yeah, informal. Can I borrow your pen for a minute? Can I speak to John Wilson?
Thank you. Well, as you can see, can is the regular way. Can siempre va a ser la forma común, la forma regular para permissions. Como les dije hace un momento, mucho en temas familiares o entre familia, perdón, compañeros, amigos, can is correct, es la manera formal, la manera regular for permission. Okay? La más común, la más utilizada. Let's move on. Linda Moncada, could you please read this for me? Linda, can you hear me? No? Okay. Let me pick up. Okay, Linda, please go ahead. No problem. Please read this for me. Polite. And the other one? Ok, thank you. Recordemos, esta could es ser polite, recuerden, respetuoso, pero no formal, polite, respetuoso. Esto de pedir permissions, tanto con may, could, can, ok. Cada vez que decimos can I, could I, or may I, es decir, en nuestro idioma viene a dar cuando, por ejemplo, el ejercicio 1 que dice could I please have a glass of water. Esto se vendría a traducir como ¿podría tomar un vaso de agua? It's a permission, ¿ok? No se lo toma tan literalmente. It's the same. Could I open the window? ¿Podría abrir la ventana? You see? It's very polite Es muy, es muy amigable el could, es muy cortés, pero no es en sí la forma formal. Si queremos subir y ser un poco más respetuoso, pues vamos a este de aquí. May. Sira Murillo, please read this for me. Sira, can you hear me?
Formal may.
May I ask you
May ask
a question?
please.
Mm-hmm.
My will go. No.
Thank you. Good. So that is basically the way that we can practice about the modal verbs of permission. So far we have learned, okay, give a minute. We have learned three difference, okay? Can, could, and may. Can, could, and may. So let's carry out the last activity. This is going to be individual activity, okay? Yes, once again it will be a graded activity. Actividad calificada y la vamos a hacer de forma individual. Al mismo correo, por favor, okay? ¿Qué vamos a realizar? Let me share my screen and I'll show you. Please, give a minute. Can't believe it's not here. Jesus. Okay, so this is gonna be the activity for today class. We have 15 minutes, but no problem. As you can see, we have seven exercises, okay? So it's up to you to be very polite as much as you can for these situations, okay? For this issue. For example, you need to take a short break from your work. Necesitas tomar pues un corto tiempo o un par de días en tu trabajo. Ahí está el problema. Necesitas tomarte un par de días en el trabajo. ¿Qué te pide el ejercicio? Ask your boss for permission. Be polite. Okay? Vas a solicitar a tu jefe el permiso. Sé educado, ¿ok? Al momento permission, tiene que venir a sus mentes cuál va a utilizar y cómo lo va a hacer. ¿Qué palabras va a utilizar para el permission? Can, could, or may. In the same way, the number 2, you are organizing a party. Invite your friend roast. Una fiesta y vas a invitar a roast. ¿Ok? Te gustaría, podrías venir, estás invitada, and so on. ¿Ok? In the same way, the number 3, 4, 5, 6, and number 7. I understand we only have just 15 minutes. And it's a little bit complicated to carry out this activity. But hold on, no problem. Remember, it's going to be okay, individual activity. Let me share my screen. I'm sorry, let me share the activity. Okay, give a minute, please.
Mister,
Yes.
disculpe, ¿hasta qué hora puedo subir esta tarea?
Si son 7 ejercicios, no hay problema. Hasta el día de hoy, hasta la medianoche tienen, no hay problema. Recuerde que es individual y es calificada.
Ya, mister, gracias. Es que lo que pasa es que soy de la nocturna y ahorita tengo que viajar para ir a los exámenes.
No problem.
Gracias.
Okay, I'm gonna share the activity, so please give a minute. Okay, so that's the link. Everyone click on the link and get the activity, please. Download it. Please, everyone click on it and download it. Okay, so let's continue. We have just 10 minutes. Please give me, let me click on this part. There you go. Good. Okay. This is gonna be the last part. Esta es la última parte, señores, señoritas. Hoy terminamos lo que es las preguntas en relación a request, permission y esto que usted está viendo que es invitations. Okay? 3 different ways. Remember, request, permission, and invitation. So, invitation is basically the way we ask for someone to do something with us. Alright? And these are the different variation, and I want you to take a photograph or make a screenshot. Ok, hágale un screenshot, pero no se olvide escribir en sus cuadernos, es muy importante. So let's read it. Ángel Alarcón, please read number 1, 2, and 3. Okay, number 1. Repeat number 1, please. Do you want to go to number 2? Number 3. Okay, thank you. Sir, please try to fix the microphone. This is not correct way for participation in the class. Okay, so everyone grab your pen, pencil, and a piece of paper, a notebook. Number 1. Do you want to go to? ¿Quieres ir a? De la manera como está ordenada, está de la más informal Y la última línea es la más formal, la manera muy cortés. Entonces va subiendo, como usted nota, los colores blanco y el otro color son de la informalidad hasta ser muy formal, muy cortés. La primera, pues, una manera, pues, común de hacer una invitación. Do you want to? O do you want to go? Ahí tengo el verbo go. ¿Quieres ir? Es muy directo, ¿verdad? Do you want to go? En vez de go puedo ponerle otro verbo. ¿Quieres beber? ¿Quieres comer? Do you want to dance? Do you want to go? And so on. La segunda también es muy informal. Want to. Want to. Want to es como quieres. Así nomás. ¿Quieres? ¿Quieres venir por o para? Do you want to? Es muy informal. Want to. Want to. ¿Quieres? Number 3. ¿Qué te parece si? How about? Significa ¿qué te parece si vienes? Para. Los verbos que estoy utilizando tanto en la 3 como en la 2 y en la 3 es el verbo venir. Como usted observa en la número 3, para la estructura how about, le vamos a incluir el ing, el verbo. ¿Qué te parece visitar? How about visiting? ¿Qué te parece jugar? How about playing? ¿Qué te parece beber? How about drinking? Okay. Number 4. Are you free on? ¿Estás libre? El on, pues ahí indica el día, ¿verdad? Are you free on Monday? Are you free on Tuesday? Are you free on Saturday? Siguiente, would you like to? Would you like? Aquí ya comenzamos pues la parte formalita, ¿verdad? Would you like? ¿Te gustaría? Significa. Would you like? Would you like to play? ¿Te gustaría jugar? ¿Te gustaría bailar? Would you like to dance? ¿Te gustaría pasear? Would you like to go out for a walk? Siguiente. Would you like to come? ¿Te gustaría venir a? Would you like to come to? Y las dos últimas, pues para mí es una de las estructuras más formales y corteses. En vez de we, pues podríamos poner yo, ¿ok? We'd be delighted to have you over for. Estaríamos encantados o deleitados que vengas a. We'd be delighted to have you over for. And the last one, y la última, I was wondering if you would like to. I was wondering if you would like to. Me preguntaba si desearías, en este caso utilizado el verbo come, venir. Me preguntaba si deseabas venir, o si deseas venir, perdón. Me preguntaba si deseas venir. Es muy, muy formal en la última parte. I was wondering if you'd like to come. Ok, repito. Me preguntaba si te gustaría venir. These are the structure for invitations. Alright? Good. Obviamente, pues cuando nos invitan, tenemos nosotros la posibilidad de aceptar o rehusarnos. Aquí tenemos pues también la forma de aceptar. So, let's do it. Priscilla Rubio, could you please read number 1, 2, and 3?
Okay. That will be fine.
Number 2?
Yes. Time. See you then.
3?
Of course.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. No problem, miss. Number 1, está bien. Okay, estaría bien. Número 2, sí, gracias. Nos vemos entonces. La 3, por supuesto. Let's continue. Jennifer Vera, please. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Jennifer, speak. Jennifer? No, Jennifer is not here. Okay. Jennifer, please read number 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Todo listo, parece.
No, de la 4, de la 4 a la 7.
Okay. Sure. One time
Mhm.
I love to.
Mhm.
Or sometimes thank you. Thank you very much. I be very too.
Correct, thank you. Okay, so the number 4, por supuesto. ¿A qué hora? Next one, I love to. Encantado o encantada. Oh, certainly. Thank you. Por supuesto, muchas gracias. Thank you very much. I'll be delighted to. Muchísimas gracias. Ok. Encantado o encantada. Vamos a ver la última parte antes que se terminen los minutos. Tenemos un minuto. ¿Qué debemos decir para rehusarnos? Ok. Recordemos que no podemos decir simplemente no. No podemos ser tan malos o malas. Cuando alguien te invita y tú dices, no, no quiero. Ok. No podemos ser tan malos así. Ok. No problem. Orlin Solórzano, number 1, 2, and 3, please.
I'm sorry. I'm not free.
Number 2.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid. I am busy then.
Number 3.
I can't.
Thank you. Entonces aquí tenemos las partes para rehusarnos. La primera es, lo siento, no me encuentro libre. I'm sorry, I'm not free. Número 2, lo siento, me temo que estaré ocupado. Number 3, me gustaría pero no puedo. Y esa rayita que ve ahí pues es la excusa. Okay, Roland. Let's continue. Let me see. Okay, let me see another student. Elizabeth, please. 4, 5, and 6.
I want to, but I cannot.
Mm-hmm.
No good. I have an appointment.
Mm-hmm.
I am don't need. Can I arrange on that?
Okay, thank you. La número 4 es quiero pero no puedo. Okay, una excusa muy buena. Quiero pero no puedo. I want to, but I can't. La siguiente, tonight no good. Esta noche no. Tengo una cita. Appointment, pero no cita de amigos ni amorosa. Appointment es una cita de un doctor, ¿ok? O un chequeo. La última es I'm busy tonight. Can I rain check on that? Rain chat es una expresión que significa te acepto pero en otra ocasión, ¿ok? Estoy ocupada, pero ¿por qué no lo hacemos en otra ocasión? ¿Ok? That's it. Entonces, la actividad que usted me va a realizar, usted tiene que ver la situación, si amerita un request, un permission, or invitation. ¿Ok? Period. Okay, dear students, thank you very much for having me, and I'll see you